Okay folks, again we're reusing this. I can't afford to buy any more of these. They're too expensive. The cost of living has gone up over time, and I'm finding my dollar doesn't get much bang for its buck these days. So I'm trying to save money. I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9, and I'm trying, as an artist, I'm trying to get recognised as an artist, and also I'm trying to get in touch with a lost loved one. His name is Luigi, and thing is I'm disabled, so I can't earn much money. I had a cord around my neck and I came out breech when I was born, and basically it's fucked up my memory, especially the short-term memory, and hippocampus functions appear to be damaged, even though I haven't been formally diagnosed. I've not had a diagnosis, which caused me a great deal of grief at school. I also believe I might have a small dose of high-functioning autism. Again, not diagnosed, but they didn't have that diagnosis in my school day. I consider the suspected high-functioning autism a good trait. It helps me do my work, and this is what I'm doing, this Dior ad. I find that the high-functioning autism, or the suspected high-functioning autism, is good for keeping me motivated as a photocopier artist, and it makes me smart, even though parts of the brain are damaged. And I'm trying to get recognised for what I can do and what I can't do. I don't want to be focusing on my disability. I get Centrelink benefits. I get the disability support pension. I work in an Australian disability enterprise, otherwise known as an ADE. And I really need to get recognised as an artist. I really don't find working in an ADE particularly stimulating. I think we can use this one, or maybe try another one. But yeah, I want to make a lot of money, and I want to be a philanthropist as well. I want to make a lot of money from my art, and I want to become a philanthropist. I want to give most of my money away to help others, to give back to the community. I want to get off Centrelink. I don't want to be a burden to the taxpayer. So if Channel 9 can play my material, I'll be really happy. And if I can get recognised as an artist, I know I'm not rich. I know I don't have any culture or prestige to my name as yet, but I can't do it. I can't become cultural until I get some kind of help from the likes of Channel 9, and that's come up interesting. I think we can utilise that, maybe take a section out of that. But yeah, I'm trying my best with the lack of resources that I have. This photocopier, incidentally, is nearing what would normally be the end of its life when it comes to service agreement. This photocopier will probably come off service agreement pretty soon, which will mean that if I run out of toner or need a service, I'll have to pay for it, and that's just too much, too expensive for me and my low wage. And I'm actually got this photocopier on a bank loan. So this bank loan is basically just trying to decide whether to keep that head there or maybe, yeah. But basically it's really time's running out, and I'm trying my hardest to get as much work done as is possible. I just made a little notch there in the corner there. So I'm trying my hardest to get as much work done as I can. So yeah, I want to make a lot of money, and I want to give back to the community. I want to give back to society what I've taken in social security benefits. I also live in a social housing arrangement. So I also get social housing, and I do think that if I can afford my own rent, I'll be with Luigi, married, so we'll live together, of course, and then we won't have to worry about having to live in social housing. You know, I'm grateful to Centrelink and social housing that they've got, that I've been able to claim these help assistance from them. Otherwise, I'd probably end up on the bloody street if I didn't have what I've got. I'd end up on the street, and that wouldn't be any good. So I don't know if this is going to work. I'll just check it out. Yeah, that's come up. I do wonder which one's the better one. I think this one's the better one. It's right up against the edge. I don't know. I think this looks better. But no, it's a tough one, folks. Tough one. Trying to work it out. I don't like the hotness of it. It's a bit too hot. I wish I had the darkness, the light. I wish I had it on a lighter setting to start with. So I'm just going to pull out some of the magenta, see if I can get rid of some of the heat by doing that. But yeah, I really would like to make myself become well known as an artist. I've always wanted to be in the limelight when it comes to my creative use of a photocopier. I've always been proud of what I've done, pretty much most of the time. I did go through a time when I wasn't proud of being an artist. I think I wanted to be more, I was more interested in being a technician than an artist. I made that error, that was an error I made, thinking that the technician was more of the lucrative side of things, but because of my disability I couldn't do that job. As is, I couldn't do any job that I did that was outside the ADE environment. So I'm really disappointed. I was really disappointed, but look, I got to keep going and I got to keep being positive and try to somehow make Channel 9 interested in my material, even though I'm not there yet. I'm not rich, I'm not famous. I haven't entered, I'm not like being in the Archibald Prize, or I've never won a prize, I've never had an exhibition, I'm a very low grade cultural, when it comes to culture I don't have, I'm not rich, and I'm not famous, I'm not big in the art world, I'm not a Ken Doan or a Brett Whiteley or any of those. I could have been if I had have capitalised on my talent when I was young, but I didn't, and I really regret it. Being a technician, I mean, fuck, what the fuck was I thinking, folks? Not being myself, not thinking that maybe, I just thought it was too much of a lottery, folks, that you're more likely to be a starving artist than be a fucking artist that can survive, that can not just survive but thrive. So I went for the technician as the money maker, and it turned out to be fucking aiming above the toilet bowl and wondering why I fell in. And I'm not going to do that anymore, folks. I'm going to keep going at this until Channel 9 play my material, and that's come up looking quite nice. I think we can now call this demo quits.